Hi students, how are you? I hope you are doing fine. Yeah, in the last class we have discussed about Euclid's division lemma. Today we will start doing some of the problems in this chapter. And the first problem is show that every positive even integer can be represented in the form 2q and every positive odd integer can be represented in the form 2q plus 1. Now first of all, let us understand the meaning of this question. So it says that all positive integers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. Out of this, even integers, which are those even integers? 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. They can be represented in the form 2q. And all positive odd integers are 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. They can be expressed in the form 2q plus 1. This is what we have to prove. First of all, understand this question. Now, from here, you can easily make out that it is a division by 2. In the last video, I already told you, if anything is there 2q or 3q or 4q, it gives an indication of divisions, whether it is divided by 2 or whether it is divided by 3 or divided by 4, etc. Now, we can easily prove. Now, let us take it. Let a be any positive integer. So, according to Euclid's division lemma, you have to write the complete sentence. We can write A is equal to BQ plus R, and whenever you write this statement, you have to give the condition of the remainder, and the remainder is between 0 and B. Now, we know that B is equal to 2. So, our equation will become A is equal to 2q plus R, and R can take the values in between 0 and 2. That means R can take only two values 0 and 1. R can take only two values 0 and 1. Can it take the value of 2? No. It should be less than the divisor. Here the divisor is 2. So it cannot take the value of 2. So now there are two cases. Either R can be 0 or R can be 1. So case 1, when R is equal to 0. Then our equation, which is our equation? A is equal to 2q. R is going to become 0, so R will be 0. So our equation will become A is equal to 2q. Now, you know that multiplication of any integer by 2 will always give an even integer. So we can write that 2 into any integer will always be an even integer. You take the example of 9, 9 2s are 18, 11, 11 2s are 22. You take any integer. If you multiply any integer with 2, you will always get an even integer. 5, 5 2s are 10, 1, 1 2s are 2. So multiplication of any integer with 2 will always give you an even integer. Hence, all integers, all positive even integers, all positive even integers can be written in the form of 2q. Hence, all positive even integers can be written in the form 2q. Now, let us, which is the case 2? Case 2 is when R is equal to 1. So, case 2, when r is equal to 1. This is our case because there are only two cases. Either it can be 0 or it can be 1. So when r is equal to 0, what will be our equation? A is equal to 2q plus 1 because r is equal to 1. Now you see, we have already proved that 2q is the form of an even integer. So if you add 1 to any even integer, you will always get an odd integer. Sure? Or you can again prove in like this. You know that the sum of odd integers and the even integers, because the positive integers consist of odd integers and even integers, then 2q is an odd even integer. So 2q plus 1 will always be an odd integer. So otherwise we can write, since 2q is an even integer, 2q plus 1 will always be an odd integer. That's all. We have proved, we have showed that all positive even integers can be written in the form 2q and all positive odd integers can be written in the form 2q plus 1. So let us do the second numerical. The second numerical show that any positive integer is of the form 3q, 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. That means all positive integers, whether it is 1506, 1507, 1508, any positive integer can be written in any of these three forms, either 3q or 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. In any of these three forms we can write. That is what we have to show. Now from the question itself you can easily make out it is a clear-cut division of 3, isn't it? Because 3q, 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2. So we have to divide that integer by 3. So according to Euclid's division lemma, let us do it. Solution: let a be any positive integer. Let a be any positive integer. Therefore according to Euclid's division lemma, you have to write the complete statement. Euclid's division lemma, we can write a is equal to bq plus r. Now what is b? B is 3 because it is a clear-cut division of 3. So a is, since b is equal to 3, a is equal to b 3q plus r, where r can take the values between 0 and 3. Now r can take, that is the remainder can take either 0, 1 or 3. So there are three cases where r is equal to 0, 1 or 2. It can't take the value of 3 because it should be lesser than the divisor. Now case 1. Case 1, because there are three cases, 0, 1 and 2. So case 1, when r is equal to 0. When r is equal to 0, our equation, that is a is equal to 3q, because r is equal to 0. So our first case, what is a? A is any positive integer. Hence any positive integer can be represented in the form a is equal to 3q. Now case 2. When r is equal to 1. When r is equal to 1, our equation, that is a is equal to 3q plus 1. So when r is equal to 1, we can write a is any positive integer. Now case 3, when r is equal to 2, so our equation will become a is equal to 3q plus 2. Then we can write a last sentence, hence all positive integers can be in the form of 3q or 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. That's all. So let us do a quick revision. The question says all positive integers can be expressed in the form of 3q, 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. Now we know that it is a clear-cut division by 3. So we know that according to Euclid's division lemma, a is equal to bq plus r, a is equal to bq plus r, and r should be between 0 and b. Now we have 3 cases because b is equal to 3, so a is equal to 3q plus r. R can take the values of 0, 1 and 2. It can be 0, it can be 1 or 2, it cannot take the value of 3. Now there are 3 cases. Take case by case. Case 1, when r is equal to 0, so we got a is equal to 3q because r is 0. Case 2, when r is equal to 1, we get 3q plus 1. And case 3, when r is equal to 2, we get 3q plus 2. Hence, we can write all positive integers in either of these 3 forms. A is equal to 3q, 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. Students, let us do our third numerical. Our third question is show that any positive odd integer is in the form 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3. Odd integer is in the form 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3. Now here from the question itself we can easily make it out that it is a clear-cut division by 4. They are dividing that positive integer by 4. We know that whenever we divide any positive integer, suppose a be the positive integer, when we divide by 4, there will be 4 cases of remainder. So r can be either 0, 1, 2 or 3. These are the 4 cases which we already studied. So out of these 4 cases, they are saying that when 4q plus 1 and 4q plus 3, we will get odd integers. It is very easy. So let us solve. Let a be any positive integer. And b is equal to 4. So according to Euclid's division lemma, we get a is equal to 4q plus r. Here the r will take 4 values. R can be either 0, 1 or 2 or 3. It cannot take the value of 4. So there are 4 cases where r is 0, 1, 2 or 3. Now we will take each case. So case 1, when r is equal to 0. So our equation a is equal to 4q plus r, we will get a is equal to 4q. A is equal to 4q. You know that multiplication of any integer, because q is any positive integer, multiplication of any positive integer by 4 will always get an even number. You take, okay, 5 fours are 20. You take 9 fours are 36. You take any positive integer, if you multiply it with 4, you will always get an even integer. So this is an even integer. Reason, since 4 into any integer will always be an even integer. That is the reason. Now let us take case 2. In case 2, when r is equal to 1. When r is equal to 1, what we get? Our equation will become a is equal to 4q plus 1. A is equal to 4q plus 1. So 4q plus 1 will be an odd integer. Why? Because from case 1, we know that 4q is an even integer. If you add 1 to any even integer, you will always get an odd integer. For an example, you do one thing. Let the even integer be 8. 8 plus 1, you will get 9. You take 26 plus 1, you will get 27. So if you add 1 to any even integers, in these two cases 8 and 26 are even integers, you will get an odd integer. So addition of 1 to any even integer, you will get an odd integer. Reason, even integer plus 1 will always get an odd integer. Clear? Now case 3. When r is equal to 2. When r is equal to 2, our equation will become a is equal to 4q plus 2. 4q plus 2. Now this will be an even integer. Why? Because you have already proved that 4q is an even integer. If you add 2, again an even integer, you will always get an even integer. If you add 2 even integer, you will always get an even integer. Addition of 2 even integer will always give you an even integer. Addition of 2 even integer will always be an even integer. Now let us take case 3. Case 3, case 4. Case 4, when r is equal to 3. So our equation will become a is equal to 4q plus 3. A is equal to 4q plus 3. Now 4q, we have already proved that it is an even integer. An even integer plus an odd integer will always give you an odd integer. So it is an odd integer. Reason, even integer. Otherwise you just write, since 4q is an even integer, therefore 4q plus 3 will be an odd integer. You take an example, any example you take it, you can take 20, you add 3 to it, you will get 23. You take any other number, 16 plus 3, you will get 19. If you add an odd integer to an even integer, you will definitely get an odd integer. So we have taken all four cases. That is when remainder is 0, when it is 2, when 1, 2 and 3. So we have taken all four cases and we have proved that in two of the cases we are getting 4q plus 1 and 4q plus 3. 4q plus 1 and 4q plus 3. These two cases we are getting odd integers. In these two cases we are getting odd integers, and in other two cases we are getting even integers.